Are once again wandering aimlessly in search for what little parcels of adventure the land chooses to share today. And I am absolutely unsure as to which corners those adventures lie. So I'll have a look under this here log. And sure enough, look at this little morsel of adventure. This is a neonate or baby ringneck snake. Check out this cute, tiny little thing. Snake. This is a ringneck snake, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty adorable. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, just marvel in the cuteness. There's a whole brain in there. There's little bones. 1,000 tiny little ribs. This thing is awesome. I love ringneck snakes because they're possibly the most mild-mannered snake in the entire Northeast. And what have we here? Perhaps some ancient relic of the underworld, or perhaps a Fowler's toad. I'm going with the second. My favorite thing about the Fowler's toads is, well, aside from their personality and their amazing little faces, when heard from a distance, it almost sounds like a pasture of sheep, with an almost nasally bleat echoing out into the world. Being more akin to the sandy environments, they can handle drought pretty well. They just dig themselves into the ground and wait for the rains. Have a gander at these beautiful waters just flowing through. Rich red filled with the blood of our fallen stained by the tannins of the roots of cedars and pines. With the fragrance of a rich English tea chilled to a perfect 55 degrees. But I'm telling you, when it's 100 degrees out and blaring sun, that 55 is welcomed with open arms. Good old Saul seems to be playing tag with the clouds today. First it's overcast, then it's patchy, then blaring sunlight, back to cloudy. Which is fine by me, I'm just going with the flow. Not to sound too original or anything, but I like me some lichens. I mean, just look at them. A true artist's masterpiece. Texture, color, contours, tiny little hairs dancing away on the margins. Lichens are not just a symbiotic relationship between fungi and algae. Oh no. It's more of an ecosystem, a community of algae, fungus, and cyanobacteria. And that's what I mean. It's more of a lifestyle. We don't even know how they reproduce. Sexually, asexually, still a mystery. There are so many species of lichen in the world that it's probably a little bit of all three. Long story short, lichen deserves its own documentary, and it would be a long one. So let us go forth one day into the vast unknown world of the lichens. But not today. What are you looking at, Toad? You looking at me? Because I'm looking at you. I'm filming you. Come on, bring it. You are a lot smaller than me. Although I gotta say, your stare has confidence. I don't know what it is, but something smells disgustingly deceased. Somewhere over here. Anytime the wind comes this way, I'm saturated with the fragrance of death. And it smells like a rank dead deer carcass with an accent of something I hope it's not a person. Actually, I really hope that because it'll be on the news, there'll be an investigation, and they'll see my car tracks, me lingering around, standing in one spot for a long time, talking to the camera. Ugh, it smells bad. Have a look at this wonderful hole of darkness. I want you to relish in the fact that somewhere deep within lies the Creator, its architect, a spider that is, well, much larger than a hole it lives in. Thank God we're big. Thank God I'm a human. Yep, looks like Old Soul is heading west. So you know what that means. That is the call of the obsessive whippoorwill, hammering relentlessly into the long, long hours of the night. Let's just say it's the avian version of the infamous cricket or frog choruses. And that's a chorus that's 10 feet from your pillow at 5 a.m. That butterfly has pointed out a succulent treat, or to me, a visual delicacy. Pretty sure that is northern blue flag. It's a nice big showy flower. See? How about them apples? Oh my God, I love the Pine Barrens. That, I believe, is a chestnut oak. Look at those two little insects having fun. Come on, camera. Never mind. God, it is gorgeous out. Gorgeous. Look at all this. And this is a meat-eating plant. It's carnivorous. It's a predator. It's the pitcher plant, and it is in bloom. I find the flowers on these things to just be totally awesome looking. They're so unique. They're rather large. I mean, this flower is between 3 and 4 inches across. But that is not the tool of the trade. For beneath the flowers are where the traps lie. Highly modified leaves that are adapted to catch and hold rainwater and mix enzymes in with it. And above that pool of fluid, the leaves are lined with thousands of tiny little hairs covered in a light oil. Those hairs, well, make it very difficult for the insects or victims to climb out of the pitcher. They are covered in a thin layer of oil that makes these things rather slippery if you're an insect. Once an insect falls in, it has little chance of escape. That stomach bile, for lack of better words, will eventually drown the insect and start to digest it. The plant absorbs the nutrients because pitcher plants grow in nutrient-poor soil. Okay, fine, little ant. Make a liar out of me. Wow. What you're looking at now is a small forest of sundews and at least 1,000 ants enveloped by them. Talk about a bad day for ants. Oh my God. Hashtag cheer up. You see that slick, that oil slick, that rainbow of film on the water's surface? That is not human pollution. It is actually a naturally occurring vegetable oil that is created from decaying vegetation, along the landscape or in the bodies of water. You especially find it around still waters and swamps and stuff like that, vernal pools. The vegetation decays, the oil's released, it rises to the surface, and there you go. It's not human related. And those clouds are looking mighty ominous right now, ready to rain down their empire upon us. So maybe that's my cue to go, to head home. So long, take care, thanks for all the fish. Chris Ignato, signing out before the rain hits. And that, my friends, is crackerjack timing. Don't know why it's called crackerjack, but I like the sound of it.